Imagine this on a massive scale. Professor of Meteorology Caitlin Barber oversees the research for this year's nationwide eclipse ballooning project taking place at SUNY Oswego. Their mission? To understand what exactly causes a total solar eclipse.
What causes a total solar eclipse versus an annular solar eclipse? It's really ideally the distance between the Earth and the Moon. So the Moon needs to be really close to the Earth to cause a total solar eclipse. If the Moon is a little bit farther from the Earth, we won't block the Sun's disk completely, and you'll get that ring of fire which you experience during an annular eclipse. So what ideally you have the perfect distance from the Earth to the Moon, and then also all three, the Sun, Moon, and the Earth, are all in a nice alignment with each other.
It's a phenomenon students at SUNY Oswego were excited to get involved with. As part of their research, they get the chance to discover what causes this rare event, and for some, it's the first eclipse they've ever experienced.
I'm very excited. When the 2017 eclipse occurred, I didn't get a chance to see it, so this is going to be a new opportunity for me as I get to view it with a bunch of people on my team. It's exciting.
Back in 2017, when a total eclipse was coming over kind of our domain, I was able to see where I'm from kind of a crescent shape in the sky. I didn't get to see it completely, but kind of halfway. It was actually really cool.
We have 18 great students here on the campus of SUNY Oswego that have been working so hard since the fall of 2023, learning about all the instruments, learning about the importance of this data that we're collecting. The end goal is to look at stratospheric gravity waves, so these oscillations in our air high up above the surface of the Earth, and how the sun, the solar eclipse, is actually affecting the production of these waves.
The upcoming eclipse is an example of a total solar eclipse, not to be confused with the other forms it can take, including lunar, partial, and annular eclipses, where the moon doesn't completely block out the sun. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity you don't want to miss, especially if you live in central or northern New York.
The next total solar eclipse in the continental United States, I believe, is 2043. The next one that will be over New York State is 2079. So quite a few years before the next one will be in our own backyard, which is why it's such a unique experience.
And it's why it's just as important to be prepared. And in the case of the eclipse, there's one thing you must keep in mind before looking up.
When actually viewing the eclipse, you are going to want to wear your eclipse glasses. And so you can find these, there's entities that are giving them away for free. Check your public libraries, that's always a good place to start. But these glasses are specifically designed for viewing solar eclipses. And you can tell the filter, their specific darkness, and you'll know if you have glasses that are approved for viewing. Inside the rim and at the top, there's gonna be a code in there that is, again, approved by an international standard. And it's got a nice little nose piece, so it looks real cool. What I'm really excited for is where that first contact will be. Will it be north, south, east, west? I actually don't know. I'm looking forward to finding out. And then in about an hour and a half, 3:30-ish, 3:20-ish, that is when totality will occur, and about 3 to 4 minutes, depending on location, and then we go back towards more sun and end of the solar eclipse.
What I'm hoping to see for this eclipse that I didn't see for my last eclipse is the photogenic corona that you normally expect to see out of a total solar eclipse. Instead, you get a little ring of fire with a solar eclipse, which is a little orange corona that you see around the moon versus the big shiny thing that you see during a total solar eclipse.
My expectations for the eclipse, I'm excited for all of the area around me to go dark. I've never experienced something like that happening due to an eclipse. I'm excited to see how cloud formation is going to be affected as well. I know that's one of the main objectives of the Nationwide Eclipse Ballooning Project in general. So I'm excited how cloud production is going to be affected in Oswego. And I'm genuinely just excited to see what the conditions are like due to a total eclipse. So it'll be interesting to see and experience.
In Oswego for WPBS Weekly, I'm Luke Smith.